our week-long series examining faith with a look at miracles. In the U.S., there is only one place that's been recognized by the Catholic Church as a site where the Virgin Mary has actually appeared. And that's a shrine just outside of Green Bay, Wisconsin. This morning, a look at that shrine and at a man who calls himself a miracle hunter. He has studied seemingly inexplicable events worldwide and says miracles can and do happen. Take a look. Michael O'Neill is known as the Miracle Hunter. He has spent his life investigating the unbelievable and unexplained.
These are things that have happened throughout the centuries, and I like to research whether they truly happened or they didn't. I'm a skeptic as much as I'm a believer, but I like to get to the bottom of it.
This quest has taken him around the world.
So you have to look at the history, you have to look at the science where available.
Including the first and only holy site in the U.S. that was verified by the Vatican, Our Lady of Good Help in Champion, Wisconsin. In 1859, a young Belgian immigrant claimed she saw the Virgin Mary 3 times. A church was built on the site soon after.
She saw a woman appearing in front of her dressed in dazzling white with a gold sash around her waist, and the reports say stars around her head.
Exactly 12 years later, the deadliest fire in U.S. history devastated this entire rural area, but left the grounds of the church untouched.
The fire came all the way up to the fence of the shrine, and the people were gathered and they were praying for the intercession of Virgin Mary that she might spare them.
Today, the site is a destination for humble pilgrims, with many saying they have been spontaneously healed here. The crutches on the wall, a testament to those claims.
They come here and they will say, "This is such a peaceful place."
This place is really my heaven on earth.
Miracles can be a point of inspiration. They can be the bridge of the gap from what people believe and what they experience. They can get to know God in a deeper way through miracles. We all have struggles with our faith, but through miracles, people can really be energized.
And joining us now is the miracle hunter himself, Michael O'Neill. Michael, welcome.
Thanks.
All right, so how does an engineering student at Stanford wind up a miracle hunter?
It's an interesting question. Everybody wants to know this. How do I go from somebody focused on numbers to somebody who's in the ethereal with miracles? It all started with my grandmother, actually. And today, believe it or not, is the 10-year anniversary of her death. So I feel that she's smiling down on me today, allowing me to be on your show. And we have this little miracle story in our family where it goes that when my mother was very young, 8 or 9 years old, my grandmother fell away from the faith, and in fact began to throw away the rosary beads and the statues in her house, and even tried to get her own children to stop believing. And my mother was distraught, as you might imagine, and she, like any believer will do, tried to make a deal with God. She said, "God, if you bring my mother back to the faith, someday when I grow up, I'm going to share the story of this miracle and the miracles of the church with all the students I teach. I'll become a school teacher. And if you bless me with any children of my own, I will teach them every year on this stage the story of this miracle." So needless to say, she came back to the faith, and she died in good standing with the church. And it's been an inspirational story for us as children.
And your mom and her son have made it their life mission. So what qualifies as a miracle?
Absolutely. So we all have different things we call miracles. We lose our cell phone and we find it. We call that a little bit of a miracle. If you're a sports fan like I am from Chicago, you're celebrating Loyola of Chicago in the Final Four.
Right.
Or
That's right.
the Cubs winning the World Series. These are all miracles of some form or another. But people have this conception that whenever there's a healing, that the Vatican will send out a miracle hunter to get to the bottom of it. Well, that's not how it works at all. Only in sainthood causes, where people are propelled to be recognized as saints, do they look at these things. So the cure has to be a serious condition. It can't be just a cold that goes away on its own. It has to be instantaneous, complete, and lasting. And the hardest criteria of all is that you can have no medical treatment that relates to the cure. Everybody sees their doctor, and the church encourages people to see their doctors. But in these very rare cases, those are the ones that get used to turn somebody into a saint.
Because the church recognizes that science cures certain ailments, and they don't want to say that's a miracle, that it has to have something, be something extraordinary. With this national shrine in Wisconsin, you know, you hear that, like, the Blessed Virgin visited Wisconsin, and you think, what? right? So like, what makes this place so special?
Absolutely. So if you look at the history of the visions of the Virgin Mary, I've cataloged on my website, miraclehunter.com, 2,500 alleged visions of Mary. There's only been one in the history of the entire United States, and that's in Champion, Wisconsin. And so this is such a great place of peace and of prayer. People come from all over the world, and when I do my radio show on Relevant Radio, the phones light up every time we talk about Champion, Wisconsin, and this miracle, because everybody loves a good miracle story, and that is the place of miracles in the United States.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.